Hashtag anything shared. Hashtag anything shared. Send it again. Send it again. Hashtag not. I mean, Jake will be on there. Jake will reach the whole world.
I'm glad everybody could be here tonight. Glad we could do this. Let's pray we beat the rain. Pat and I are going to be very brief so we can get to the seniors, because we're all super excited about your speeches. Okay? They better be good. Also, I want my money back. You. Anyway, I'm going to say a few things about the season for the boys team, and then I'll introduce all the underclassmen, and then I'm going to talk about the seniors, and then Pat's going to do the same for the girls. So are we ready? Ready, go. So this season was very much a weird one, even by our standards. It was a weird one. I would say after tonight, let us never speak of this season again. How about that? I do think this season proved two things to me, though. First of all, if you don't remember, I took a bit of time off in the middle of the season, and I want to thank everybody for keeping things rolling during that time, particularly Brandon. Thank you very much for everything you did this season. Boys, please clap for him. Yeah. But I think one of the things this season proved to me is something I've been saying a long time, that I don't really matter to any of this, and I think that that's true, and I think that that's good, and I'm relieved by that, because even if I'm not here, everything is fine. And that proves my second thing, the resilience of this team. We've obviously been through all kinds of stuff before. Every season is a journey unto itself, but this season, obviously, like I said, was extra weird. But we're still here, we're still together, we're still moving things forward, and I think getting through this season and the way it ended, and then again still being here, proves that you guys are the toughest as they come. And so thank you to all the swimmers for your resilience this year and for being who you are. So thank you, swimmers. And of course, thank you to the parents for giving us your swimmers for all this time. Hey, Nick. So, let's get to the kids. Kids, I'm going to call your name. Just stand up where you are. You'll get a round of applause and then sit back down. Seems simple, right? Freshmen for this year: Dallas Taylor, Mike G. Wartowski, Kyle Moon, Julian Rocco, Danil Salamov, Jonathan Inn, Jack Vitella, and Henry Caldwell. And just so you guys know, freshmen, hopefully no other year will be like this. This was not a normal year, just so you know. Sophomores: Luca Ciccarone, Luke Price, Connor Brennan, Andrew Heisman, and Jonas Angelonis. Way to hold it down for the sophomores, guys. Juniors: Kai Young, DJ Theodorson, Aiden Keeler, Michael Yoon, and Ashton Portnoy. And now to our seniors. But before I get to them individually, let's talk about Conan O'Brien for a second, because why not? If you know the history of late night talk shows, Conan O'Brien for about 5 wonderful weeks was the host of The Tonight Show, which is the biggest deal in late night talk shows. That's the holy grail, right? So he had that job for a little bit until Jay Leno wanted it back, and Conan got the boot. And it was kind of a big deal at the time, and I remember watching Conan's last show as The Tonight Show host, and he was sitting behind the desk, and he addressed the situation. And what he said that night has stuck with me forever, obviously, because I'm about to talk about it. He said, "No one in life gets exactly what they want, but if you're kind and you work hard, amazing things will happen." And that, again, that has stuck with me ever since. And what he was really talking about was that old saying that the journey is more important than the destination. Because a lot of times the destination is going to end up being something different than what you might have initially been aiming for. And I don't think there's any class that more exemplifies that statement than this senior class. They have had by far the most unique journey through this team of any class that I've seen in all my time here. Keep in mind, this was a class that came into their freshman year. We were coming off of the best season we've ever had, a historic season, and we had no seniors their freshman year. So they had huge shoes to fill and no real internal leadership to tell them how to do it. And I remember the first day of practice, Brandon and I sat them down and we said, basically, look, you guys are going to be the engine of this team. And we can't wait for you to be leaders. You have to do that now. And I'm glad to say that they immediately accepted the mantle of leadership and never looked back. They poured their hearts, their souls, and every bit of energy they could into this team and their experience here. And they made the journey worth it. Even if, for a lot of them, the destination wasn't what they thought it might be, the journey was worth it. I hope they agree with me because I believe it was worth it. And it's because of their energy and their spirit and their character. So let's bring up the seniors. Our first senior is Jake DiMartio. You can come up and stand. You can come up and stand. I'll talk about you while you're up there. So Jake was one of our captains this year, and Jake was one of those kids that immediately became a leader on this team from day one. He is the only kid that I know of that ever won the Donald Peoples Award as a freshman, and the only kid I know of that ever won it as a sophomore, and the only person I know of that won it back-to-back until this year. We'll get to that later, all right? Jake, if swimming doesn't work out for you, you have a career as a cheerleader. And I know how that sounds, but I say that because I don't know that there was anybody that was more excited about his teammates' success than this kid when it happened. And that's one thing that's kind of unifying about this class, but Jake was very emblematic of that they were really pushing each other all the time and really excited for each other all the time. And like I said, Jake was one of the big leaders of that, and he will be continuing his swimming career at the University of Wisconsin. Our next senior is Nick Giwartowski. I venture to guess that however many words Nick says in his speech tonight will be the most amount of words he's ever said in front of a group of adults. That would be my guess. And I'm certain that he doesn't want me to talk about him any more than I need to, so I'm going to leave it at this. Nick will be continuing his swimming career at Lehigh University. Congratulations. Our next senior is not here. He is thousands of miles away from here. His face is in the back. But I will say a few words about... You can come up here and take his place. Yeah.
You take care of Matthew.
So, Matthew was somebody that could have easily folded under the pressure that came with the territory of being the youngest of three strong swimming brothers, younger than the two. He had two brothers that came before him. They both left tremendous marks on this program, and Matthew could have come in and just rejected that idea. I've seen a lot of younger siblings do that. They want to go their own way, but he didn't. He turned out to be maybe more bought in than the other two. He was easily one of the most coachable kids I've ever encountered, and to have that kind of raw talent with coachability is a very rare combination. And as a result, I'm going to go on record as saying Matthew was my favorite Jensen to coach. So we're going out on a high note. But Matthew right now already is out of Cal University, where he will be continuing his swimming career. Our next senior is Jared Cressman. Jared is the man of a million jokes. It's relentless. You're relentless. And I feel like this is going to be a little hard for him to hear because I'm going to be serious for a minute. But watching him over the years, watching his progression and his growth, and watching him check off milestone after milestone after milestone and do a bunch of things that I know he never thought he was going to do has been amazing. Jared, I'm glad you were here for all 4 years because of that. But Jared won't be swimming in college, but that's okay. He's going to the real TU, Temple University, next year. Next up is Andrew Marcus. Andrew's the man of a million haircuts, but it looks great all the time.
That's right.
Andrew is another one that kind of along the same lines as Jared. It's been amazing to watch him over the years. He turned into one of the hardest workers that I think I've ever seen. He was somebody that absolutely had an unbelievable drive to succeed, and threw that drive out to his teammates and fed off of their drive and constantly brought life to the team. And in a sport like swimming, which can be boring, it can be a lot of drudgery, you need that. You need somebody like Andrew, and I'm so glad it was him to fill that role over the past 4 years. We would not have been the team we were without him. So thank you very much, Andrew, and I'm glad to say he is continuing his swimming career at Bentley University. And next up is Eric Mosteller. I remember when Eric showed up for fall UDAC his freshman year. Well, let's just say where he is now is a far cry from that. He was somebody that came into the sport very raw, very new to it, hadn't done a whole lot before high school, but you could tell after day one he was immediately fully bought in. And he stayed that way ever since, and he was the kind of kid that it was really easy to root for him because you wanted him to succeed, because you knew he was pouring everything he had into it. And he is another one that the destination ended up being a little different. He had some health issues this year, but at the same time, I'm so glad you were able to come back and swim at Suburbans and really finish your career on a high note, which you did, and you deserved every bit of that. So thank you for being who you are, Eric. Universal Technical Institute. So from now on, you're going to be my mechanic and fix everything that I need? Okay. UTI. And last but not least, Kyle Pro. Kyle is actually receiving our Most Improved Swimmer award this year. Yeah. And I'm giving him this, I've been waiting years to give this to him because I'm giving this to him more as a Lifetime Achievement Award. Because it's very few kids have improved the way he has over the years. And it's not just that. It's not just the fact that he started off as a solid swimmer and became one of the best we ever had, became a national caliber swimmer. It's not just that. It's the way he did it. I've seen very few people with the level of discipline that he has, the coachability that he has, and the sense of responsibility that he has. He was on point every single day. And if he wasn't on point, he was mad at himself for not being on point. He was that driven. I saw that happen many, many times. And he was somebody that wanted to do the work and wanted to do it right. And as a result, like I said, he became a national caliber swimmer, which is very hard to do. And if you had seen him in 8th and 9th grade, you might not have thought that. But we knew his work ethic, and it paid off exactly how it was supposed to pay off, even though we didn't get those last 2 hours in States. But Kyle is an example for everybody. He's an example of how to do things and how to achieve at a high level because he did it right. And so that is a legacy that will live on forever, and you will have your name on the wall in the locker room forever now. So congratulations, Kyle. And Kyle will be continuing his swimming career at Cornell University. We do have one more award that we give on the boys' side. It is the Donald Peoples Award. It is essentially an award for leadership and character and spirit and things of that nature. So, of course, there was no better recipient for that award this year than this entire class that stands in front of you. And yes, that means Andrew and Jared are also getting the award 2 years in a row because they won it last year. So congratulations. But gentlemen, thank you for everything that you did over the 4 years. I couldn't possibly thank you enough. You have been the engine of this team. You have carried this team for all 4 years, and you took us to a 3rd place finish at States this year. And for a team that's not very big, that is a very big deal. So thank you, thank you, thank you for everything. Ladies and gentlemen of the senior class.
welcome state champions. Welcome. See, I've been waiting 4 months and 11 days to say that to you. We have not had the opportunity to celebrate, and in a year that has presented so many challenges that Jeff indicated, and a season that deserves so much recognition, so much reward, and so much celebration, at least we have tonight. It is killing me not to be able to hug you guys, but we've conceded so much to this virus. But the spirit of family that is Upper Dublin Swimming is stronger than COVID. And although we're going to greet each other carefully tonight, we will celebrate together. And I want to thank you all for coming. I also want to thank Sunny Willow Swim Club for giving us a safe space to meet and greet. And I also want to thank the boosters for pulling this together for us. In particular, Kate McManus and Dawn Chiccarone, our co-presidents who sweated the rain out last night and the heat tonight. Says thank you so very much. It's been a senior tradition each year to design a team shirt, and the big debate is usually what inspirational quote goes on the back. Things like, when the body gets tired, swim with your heart, or greatness is earned, not rewarded. Or, of course, great moments are born from great opportunities. But this year, the team shirt was no debate. When we talked last September, the captains and I, Allie Breslin suggested 2 words that spoke to this team's mindset. She said simply, unfinished business. And that simple, straightforward phrase became a constant reminder of the focus of this history-making team. With Suburban One title number 31 and a PIAA state championship in their pockets, this group of 33 athletes left nothing unfinished, except the celebration of their historic accomplishments, which we do tonight. Now, 4 months and 11 days later, we are all different, stronger, successful, and I'm proud to introduce these 33 awesome examples of character, all of whom together, as a team, deserve the epithet greatest of all time. We'll call you up by class, or ask you to stand by class, and the seniors will come up. First, we have the freshmen. They're the first ones here tonight, ladies, and all sitting there together, okay? First, this group was a true surprise, a really big surprise. They won over the upperclassmen with their positive attitude and their sense of fun. Their attendance at morning practice was really the best of all the classes, showing how quickly they bought into being UD swimming. And that resulted in obvious improvements that included a fantastic Suburban's meet and 3 district qualifiers. They are a solid group who are ready to carry the UD swimming banner for the next 3 years. So please stand when you hear your name. Maya Gondek, Sophia Haran, Emma McCarthy, Hannah McEwen, Sarah O'Neill, Abby Rizzuto, Grace Rizzuto. Unable to attend tonight are Veronica Medvedev and divers, Madeline Fagan and Matisse McKenna. And before they sit down, I'd like to recognize Emma McCarthy and Hannah McEwen for earning all Suburban One team honors, and for Maya Gondek, who earned all league and all District 1 honors. And also a day late, belated happy birthday to Emma McCarthy. Thank you, ladies. Now the sophomores, our largest class, the Dirty Dozen. Over half of this group of 12 had to be talked into returning to the team this fall. I had at least 6 or 7 conferences before we got started. So they weren't sure that they could really invest themselves one more time and contribute to this special team. Luckily, they all did come back, and all 12 of them earned their varsity letter. and all of them grew as swimmers and people. As such, they were the backbone of this team, and they are the promise of our future success. They are Erin Andrews, Michaela Caldwell, Megan D. Martiel, Shay Lodewick, Anna Luciani, Grace McManus, Mayla Marina, Kayla Mosteller, and Karina Pesti. Unable to attend tonight is Amanda Kulak, who, by the way, is on, I think it's Sea Isle Beach Patrol. Is that right? After learning that she was a distance swimmer this year, it paid off. Erica Stelling, who just got her wisdom teeth out. I hope she didn't lose anything else with that. And diver Lexi Brown. And before they sit down, I'd like to recognize Megan D. Martiel and Karina Pesti, who both earned all Suburban 1 honors, as well as all District 1, all State, and all American honors. As well, both Megan and Karina were members of the medley relay that set a new PIAA state record, while Megan broke the District 1 record in the 100 backstroke. Congratulations, sophomores. And now, from the Dirty Dozen to the Odd Couple. In any class where the divers outnumber the swimmers 2.5 to 1, it's an unusual dynamic. And our pair of junior swimmers are truly an odd couple, a quietly introspective distance swimmer, and a, can I say it this way, flamboyantly fun sprinter. Few they were, but they continue to impress us with their work ethic and dedication to the sport. And as they move on to their senior leadership roles, I am confident in their growth and ability to help lead this team over the next season. Our juniors are Alanis AA Angelonis, Alanis, stand up, and Molly Boom Boom Braun. Unable to attend are divers Michaela DeMichael, Maureen Fagan, and Jenna Gerslauer. And before they sit down, I'd like to recognize Molly for her All-League, All-District, All-State, and All-American honors, as well as her part in the new PIAA state record in the 200 medley relay. Congratulations, ladies. And now the seniors. The seniors. I know Jeff was having a hard time saying goodbye to his seniors, and I feel like exactly the same. They have been the true heart and soul of our team for 4 years. These 7 girls were the team's go-to workhorses, and in their 4 years, they have seen our Suburban 1 streak go beyond 30 in a row. They've seen a PIAA state title, and they've broken numerous school, district, and state records. More than those documented accomplishments, they did all this facing obstacles that no other high school team at Upper Dublin has ever had to overcome. And in the process, inspiring their teammates, their coaches, and their families with their perseverance, determination, and character. And now, we get to recognize them one last time. First is the young lady whose swimming engine never runs down, Ellie Braun. Come on up, Ellie. Words like dedicated, compassionate, driven, respectful, supportive have become synonymous with Ellie because she listens and works hard regardless of the challenge. And she is always pushing herself to be better as a swimmer, a leader, and more importantly, as a person. On Wisconsin, Miss Braun, on Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Next is someone who could be mistaken for easygoing, but she's not. She turned out to be a fierce competitor and an unsung leader this year, Grace Brennan. Although never in a hurry to get in the pool, Grace would disarm us with some witty banter to offset the urge of being mad at her. Grace was a reliable source of motivation, always cheering for all of her teammates. And I'm proud to say that she became the unofficial 4th captain this year, Grace Brennan. Third is the lady who was always first in and last out of the pool every day. The queen of hard work, Allie Breslin. With the heart of a champion and an overwhelming passion for the sport, Allie rose to any and every challenge. Her attitude and work ethic raised the bar for her teammates, and in so doing made them believe that they deserved the title of champion. She was indeed the captain of our ship, steering us to a state championship, Allie Breslin. Next is the personification of persistence, Miss Never Quit, Sammy Cosia. It was no secret this year that Sammy had a love-hate relationship with swimming. But despite numerous opportunities and sometimes wishes to quit, she never gave in. Her teammates and coaches would describe her as fun-loving, full of laughter, and with his signature smile that would brighten the room. No matter how she was feeling, we were always feeling better. Even through some of our hardest stretches and most difficult obstacles, Sammy did her best to wear a smile and make everyone feel a little bit better. Sammy Cosia. Quiet, with a subtle, sly smile, so we never know what she's thinking, it's Clary Lockstead. Calm, intelligent, cooperative, nothing rattled Clary. Nothing. I mean, nothing. She was pretty quiet on the surface, but yet I will miss our conversations because she has that dry sense of humor that we only hear just out of the corner of her mouth. Friendly to everyone and consistently hardworking at practice, she was like the North Star. Clary was the one true constant in our sometimes turbulent pool of emotion, Clary Lockstead. Next is the team's big sister and most caring attitude on the team, Juliet Lodewick. Upbeat, positive, and persistent, despite the fact that at the beginning of the season, Miss B told Juliet that her shoulder wouldn't make it through the season. Juliet never gave up on her senior season. Throughout several setbacks, Juliet remained focused on a positive future, and she persevered through the adversity. That experience gave her the compassion that she needed to help guide our underclassmen throughout the season. Juliet Lodewick. And last but not least, the queen of versatility and the ultimate team player, Laura Pendleton. Laura's team-first attitude was only matched by her cerebral approach to the sport and her meticulous pursuit of improvement. Time after time, Laura did whatever was needed to be done for her teammates and for the sake of the team, sacrificing personal glory for the team's success. Her passion for the sport and her passion for the team was never in question. Laura Pendleton. Ladies and gentlemen, before they sit down and we say goodbye for good, I'd like to recognize Grace Brennan and Sammy Cosia for earning all Suburban 1 honors. Laura Pendleton, Ellie Braun, and Allie Breslin each earned all league, all district, all state, and all American honors, while Allie broke her own school record in the 100 breaststroke and was a member of the PIAA record-setting medley relay. Ladies, you left some major, big fins to fill. And I am hoping that the young ladies out here know what they've got coming to them. Thank you for everything you've given us, and thank you for being here tonight. Okay. And we'd just like to remind the seniors that it's all yours now. Just be discreet, that's all. Thanks. Who's up first? Who do we got? Okay, let me
Poem!
the mic. I thought you guys had this figured out.
Poem. My face is red, that makes me sad.
Hey everybody, my name is Juliet Lodewick. I'm sure most of you know that already, but I definitely want to keep this speech short and sweet since since there are so many of us. So I want to start off by thanking Pat and Yanni for everything they've done for me over these past 4 years. I know for a fact I could be a pain, but they never gave up on me and stood by me no matter what. For that I'm so grateful. Next I want to thank my mom and dad. My mom was up with me almost every single morning to either drive me to practice before I could drive or just make me a breakfast sandwich for after. They always tried their best to be at all my swim meets no matter what event I was swimming in. To my brother Kieran for sitting in the deathly hot stands to watch me swim, no matter how bored he was. And finally, to my sister Shay. She started swimming her freshman year so that she could be on a team with me. We had always been very close, but really wanted to spend more time together in high school. She's the reason why I was on the swim team my senior year, and truly kept me motivated when nothing else would. Shay, you mean the world to me, and I'm so grateful to have you as my sister and best friend. In addition to my family and coaches, I want to thank my fellow swimmers for keeping me sane throughout the tiring swim season. From many broken heaters to dance parties in the locker room, you all helped me through some tough times, so I'm forever grateful. I love you all, and I know that you all do great things in the future. I had another award, but it's missing in my house. The first one was the Sunshine Award, who I'm giving to Grace Rizzuto. She is always smiling and always has a joke for every situation. So that's the first award. I'll bring it to you at some point when I find it. And my second award was the Carpool Award. It was for someone on the team who was always willing to drive people to and from practices. And this award is going to Molly Braun. Next is Ellie, I think.
Let's go down the line.
Hello everyone. Alright, first I just wanted to start off by thanking everyone who has helped me become the person I am today. First to my parents, my mom for making my breakfast every morning and signing me up for swimming in the first place when I was little, unlike my dad who was against the idea because he didn't want to sit through all the long meets. But now, thanks Dad for being the loudest and most supportive person in the stands from the moment when the official says, "Swimmers, take your mark." To my sisters, Molly and Casey, Molly for being my biggest rival for 11 years and always pushing me to be better. To Casey for being my biggest fan in the stands and getting dragged to all of my swim meets since you were 1 week old. Next to Pat and Yanni, thanks for staring at your watches when the Orland carpool pulls up at exactly 5:30 on the dot with your disappointed faces on, ready to scream at us. For pushing me every day, even if I'm the only one doing a distance set, one of you is always there to keep me company. From running back and forth along the pool, throwing your kickboards for me to actually kick for once, or to stop breathing off my walls. To Brandon and Jeff, thanks for making distance practice so hard, and for telling me what time to go on after I ask a billion times. And thank you to all the swimmers, boys and girls, who have each taught me something new and helped me grow as a person and a swimmer. As being part of the UD swimming for the past 4 years, I've had a fair share of memories. Freshman year was quite a year for me. I had a lot of adjustments for me, but luckily Sammy Hubbard, a senior at the time, was there for me. From sending me positive quotes every day, to making me do push-ups every day at practice, to winning the 400 freestyle relay my freshman year at States, to Alex Thompson driving me every day, and at least one of the Orland carpool members would be late and oversleep twice a week. And that was just the start of the Orland carpool being late every day. But one of my most memorable memories was the one we made this year, finding out in the Wawa parking lot with milkshakes in our hands, after taper, don't worry, that we tied with North Penn for first at States. These memories, along with many others, will stay with me and have helped shape me into the person I am today. Being part of this amazing team has really helped me become the person I am today. Thank you. Okay, now I have some awards. So first, I have the Puke Award, which I am giving to Shay. This award was given to me by Jenna for puking all the time during and after practice. So. the next award is the Little Engine That Could award. It's given to someone who goes through obstacles and overcomes them successfully, which I'm giving to Veronica Memedev. She's not here right now, but this is to her, because she always tried her best every day at practice and worked hard. And then the next award is the D Squad award. It's for the distance swimmer who goes the extra mile, and it's going to Kayla.
Good job, Kayla. Pick someone.
Alright, I wrote my speech in the car because I forgot. Sorry, it's a little rough, but it's short, so. If you know me, you know that I don't enjoy swimming, but I appreciate the discipline and the hard work that comes with it.
Sorry. Louder. They can't hear you back there.
Okay, I appreciate the discipline and the hard work that comes with it. And I admire and respect the people in our team who stick through it and actually like it. That's hard. So I'd like to thank the coaches for writing the sets and dealing with me when I'm being spacey or something. I'd like to thank my team members for being there with me and pushing me to work harder. I'd like to thank my mom and dad for actually caring, because I know there's some people who have parents who don't care about what their kids do. I have friends like that, so it really helped me. Through high school, and I'd like to thank everyone who made this banquet possible, because we didn't get too many things this year. It's the class of 2020, but we got this, so yeah. And I have some awards. I forgot them over there. The first one I have is the Fort Sharp Award. And I'm giving this one to Kayla Mosteller because she's very positive and she's there a lot, and yeah. This award is the Big Sister, Little Sister Award, and I'm giving it to my little sister, Kayla Capo.
Hi everyone.
Hi, Sammy.
On the Friday before swimming started this year, I remember sitting in my 7th period personal finance class, contemplating if I should turn the forms in and swim one last season. Looking back on it, I can't imagine what my life would have been like without swimming. Swimming has taught me that hard work truly does pay off and how important commitment to a team is. When I look back on the past 4 years, the long days and difficult practices blend together, and I only seem to remember the good parts. I remember all the friends I've made over the years and how they helped me come out of my shell. I remember a miracle-like moment at Council Rock North this year during the 400 free relay, followed by a scream session on the bus ride home. I remember when P-Red slipped on a banana peel sophomore year during the morning swim fit, which you will deny every time, but I swear happened, and how good it felt to finish off our last relay Suburbans. So I'd like to thank everyone on the girls team for supporting me and always making me laugh, to P-Red and Yanni for coaching and guiding me through the past 4 seasons, to Jeff and Brandon for helping me improve through middle and high school, to my parents for encouraging me, and to the parents who set up this banquet. I couldn't have made it through without any of you, and congrats to the rest of the seniors, we've made it. So now I have a couple awards to give out. This first award was given to me freshman year by Charlotte Wachter. This award is typically given to a freshman who came out of their shell and made friends with the team, so I'm going to give this award to Ad Rizzuto. This next one was given to me sophomore year by Samara Shafitz. This award is typically given to someone who's super happy and has a positive influence on others both in and out of the pool. I'm giving this award to someone who unfortunately isn't here today, but was always encouraging me to be my best season, Mandy Kolak. Thank you all for listening.
Hi, my name is Grace, if you don't already know me. I just want to start off by saying some thank yous to some people that have helped me grow, not only as a swimmer, but as a person too. Thank you to my parents, who have been so supportive and such loud cheers at all my needs. I appreciate you making me countless breakfast sandwiches and being so encouraging throughout the season. Thank you to all the coaches for showing up every single day to practice with positive attitudes. Pat and Yanni, thanks for not yelling at me too loud when I was always the last one in the pool. Brandon and Jeff, thank you for always pushing me to work harder, give it my all, and most importantly, reminding me to move my arms faster. And to my teammates, thank you. Thank you for pushing me to be the best swimmer I could be. You guys are the ones who got me through the hard practices and the early mornings. You guys are the ones who reminded me that I was on a team of loving and caring individuals, and I'm so thankful for that. It really blows my mind that the summer before freshman year, I wasn't sure if I was going to swim. Making the choice to join the team was one of the best decisions I've ever made, and I'm so thankful for everything I've learned throughout swimming. Swimming has taught me to step out of my comfort zone, manage my time, and accept that everything is not easy. Although swimming isn't technically a team sport, I don't know how I could have done it without everyone here. The bond of our team is something that will last forever, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. My teammates have become my sisters, and even though I won't be swimming alongside them next year, I'm so excited to see what's next for the future of the team. I'm going to miss the bus rides, the shower dance parties, and spending my entire winter with all of my favorite people. Thank you to everyone for all the memories and for being my forever family. I will truly miss you all next year. My first award is the Grandma Arms Award, and that's for somebody who has a slow stroke. It doesn't move their arms very fast. And I'm giving this to Erica Stelling, even though she's not here, but she does the same thing. So. And then next, me and Juliet have the Dynamic Duo Award, and we got this freshman year, I think, and it's just for a dynamic duo and pair who are always together and just constantly laughing and talking. We're giving this to Megan DiMartile and Grace McManus. And then me and Ellie have the Orland Award, and it was set at exactly 5:30 when we show up for practice. And we're giving this to Molly Brown.
Take someone.
Okay. 4 years ago, I walked into high school swimming and had no idea what I was getting myself into. I knew I was making a commitment and that I liked the sport, but that's pretty much it. I didn't know that this sport was going to give me my best friends, my favorite high school memories, and a state title. I've learned a lot the past couple of years, and I've had so much fun doing so. This team has made me who I am, giving me friendships that will last a lifetime, and opportunities I never thought I would have. It's been a fun 4 years, and I know because of everything I've experienced here, I'm ready for the next chapter of my life. First thank you goes out to my parents. You guys have loved and supported me my whole life, and I'm so grateful for both of you. You guys have taught me to chase my dreams and to fight for what I want, and I really appreciate that. Next, I'd like to thank Pat, Yanni, Jeff, and Brandon. You all put so much effort into this team day in and day out, and a lot of it goes under the radar, I think. So, thank you from everyone. Next, the girls team. You guys kept this season really interesting, and I've never laughed harder than I have and had as much fun as I had this year, so thank you guys for that. I know you guys are going to be great next year, and I can't wait to see what you guys do. To Ellie, Laura, Molly, Megan, Karina, Maya, Hannah, and Emma, thank you for helping my dream come true of winning states. Didn't happen exactly how we thought it would, but you girls fought to the end, showed the state that we're the best, and finished business. And finally, to the rest of the senior class, you guys are my best friends, and I can't thank you all enough for all the memories and laughs we've had over the past 4 years. You've all made me a better person and swimmer, and I cannot thank you guys enough for pushing me to be the best I can be. I'm going to miss every single one of you, and I truly wish you the best in whatever comes next. Now for the awards. The first one I have is called the Tradition Award and the Miracle Award. So this one goes to a junior that loves the traditions on the team and is just really invested in the team. So this one goes to Molly Braun. Next, I have the Breaststroke Award. It's pretty self-explanatory. This one goes to someone that likes to swim breaststroke, and I am giving this award to Emma McCarthy because she works hard all the time, and I'm so excited to see what she does in the future. Okay, last award I have is called the Prime Real Estate Award, and it goes from senior to a freshman, and it pretty much just means they get first pick of a locker in the locker room. So I chose Grace Rizzuto. Laura, up next.
Let's go, Bronco.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to start by saying that I cannot imagine high school without Upper Dublin swimming, and I mean that in the most positive way. My time on this team has taught me several lessons and brought memories I will forever cherish. Time really does fly. 4 years ago at our team trip to Florida, a guy by the name of Jeff Shire asked me a question: what motivates you? I told him I needed some time to answer the question. Didn't think I needed 4 years, but here I am. To put it quite simply, my motivation was sourced from my teammates. Whether it was encouraging a teammate to finish a set, watching the boys team break the pool record at Cardinal Classic, cheering on Emma and Hannah as they qualified for districts, or crying with Pat as the medley relay broke the state record. These are the moments we train for, and these are moments that can't be made alone. So to the 30-something girls, UD Swimmin' sitting here, I'd like to thank you for making my time on the team special, for providing laughs in time of uncertainty, and for supporting each other day in and day out. To the boys team, thank you for challenging us to reach our full potential and for making practices much more entertaining. To Brandon, your commitment to making us the best we can be is admirable. Thank you for being the cool coach and laughing at all of our jokes. Power group forever. To Jeff, thank you for being one of the most insightful coaches in the sport. I will miss your motivational speeches on our car rides trying to figure out who would win in a fight. You have done wonders to this program. To Mr. Yanni, you are a good sport for putting up with our shenanigans. Thank you for being the stopwatch guy and the best assistant coach. And to Pat, thank you for your selfless dedication to our team. You are one of the most approachable coaches, and you have proved to be one of my biggest role models. And lastly, to my parents, thank you for your unconditional love and support. Although I often refuse your hugs, I appreciate you more than words. Enjoy waking up at a normal time now. As I move on to a new stage of life, I reflect on my experience here and the advice I would have given to my freshman self. To the freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, I encourage you to have purpose in all that you do and find a way to leave a mark on this program. And of course, have fun doing so. I will miss you all next year, But I know this team is family, and I will be back to cheer you on at meets. I wish you all the best. And now for awards. Alright, so this first one is our state mascot, Pookie. I was given this by Jenna Johns my freshman year, and it's given to someone that has potential at states. So I will be giving this to Karina Pesti. She had an awesome state meet this year, and I'm excited to see what she does in years to come. Alright, this next award is called Two Peas in a Pod. I was given this with Ali Breslin, and we will be giving it to Veronica Medvedev and Maya Gondak. This next award is the Maple Manor Award. It looks like it's been around for some time. And I will be giving this to Sarah O'Neill. This next award is the Butterfly Award. I was given this by my sister, and the person receiving this award, I cannot think of a better recipient for it. Every morning after morning practices, while everyone was getting changed in the locker room, getting ready for school, this person would stay after and do a timed 100 butterfly, and that is Erin Andrews. This next award is the Gorf Award. I honestly had no idea what this was when I got it, but I was talking to Pat this morning about it, and basically this was their old mascot of the team. It was a big stuffed frog, and they brought it to meets, and they poured water from our pool into away meet pools. So this is kind of like a tradition award, and it's a leadership award, and I'm giving this to Molly Braun. And this last award is the Instagram Award. This is going to Alanis and Molly, two seniors captains. It's an Instagram account. Follow it.
Why is it a flip-flop?
This was actually Pat's flip-flop from Florida. I forgot to mention that. And that is all. I think we have boys next.
I'd just like to say thank you to the coaches for getting me where I am today, and thank you to the team for all the great memories over the years, and thank you to everyone who supported me, and I look forward to seeing you in the future. And then I have an award. It's a protein scoop, and it's the Steve Rogers Award, like Captain America, because it's someone who has a lot of room to improve, and I choose Jack Rotella. Andrew. Yeah. Go!
The microphone's too tall.
Alright, what's good, everyone? So, in my freshman year, I ran for class president, and I kicked off my campaign speech with a quote from Michael Vick. Needless to say, I lost the election. So this time I'm going to start with a quote from a different man instead, a man by the name of Brandon Pierce. He once said, "Work smarter, not harder, but also work harder." I really think this describes the mentality that my teammates and I have adopted over time. You can't afford to only work hard or smart. Instead, you've got to work to the best of all your abilities and be the best you can day in and day out. I believe this is one of the most important things I've learned while in high school. See, the coaches haven't just been writing on a whiteboard, yelling out times, and telling us how to swim for the past 4 years.
They've been instilling important morals like this in our minds that will help us to live the rest of our lives in success. There's never been a doubt in my mind that they truly care about us, and I can't thank them enough for everything they've done for me. It's crazy to think how much swimming has changed my life. In addition to all the personal growth, I've formed many relationships that I don't plan on letting go of anytime soon. My coaches, teammates, and friends are people I will always cherish. You've all given me some of the greatest times of my life, and I will always remember you, even when I'm senile. And of course, where would I be without my parents? They've always been supportive and provided me with the extensive amount of food and funds that my swimming career has required. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for everything you've done. My time on the Upper Dublin swim team has been nothing short of special. I've learned more on deck than I have in any classroom, I've worked harder on deck than I have at any job, and I've had more fun on deck than I've had at any 708 Rager. Thanks again to everyone who made my time here memorable. I will forever be a Cardinal. Alright, so this award I have is an interesting one. It's there's a lot of napkins in here, and they're all tied together, and it's someone's job every year at the banquet to take a napkin and add it onto the chain. And it goes to someone who keeps the team together like the napkin chain. And I think once this kid finally says his first words, he will be a good leader on the team, so I'm going to give this to Jeff.
Say something.
Yeah, the whole bag. All right, Jared can go next. I have a speech, but I'm not going to read from it. It's really bad. I'm just going to go freestyle. So, when Jeff was up here, thanked all the seniors, expressed a lot of gratitude, and all I can say is no, thank you. I've gotten more out of this program than I could have ever hoped for. To the underclassmen, you guys are the best. You guys are so funny. You make every moment lively. All I can say is make sure to keep working and don't have too much fun, even though I know you guys are going to have a lot of fun. To Jeff, Brandon, Pat, and Yanni, you guys have been the best coaches ever. You guys have pushed me, motivated me. I wouldn't have had any of the success I had without you guys. Brandon, thank you for making me your pet project over the years and yelling at me a lot. It actually helped a lot. To my fellow seniors, you guys obviously are my best friends, the best group I could have asked for to swim with. You guys motivated me, supported me, and encouraged me throughout everything, and I can't thank you guys enough. And to everyone else here, I'm gonna obviously miss everyone. This ride that I've been on has truly been amazing. This program means everything to me, and I just can't say thank you enough. So, thank you. I got a couple awards. We'll start with this one. Max Hubbard couldn't water polo. Max Hubbard couldn't be here today, but he gave me this water polo ball. It's an award for a swimmer who also plays water polo. It's going to Luke Price. He's not. Let's put it here. This award is a Manor-Lou hat. I bet you can guess why. Not a lot of people rep Manor-Lou. I was given this by Jeff because we are few and far between, but there's only one person who reps the best club in the Colonial Swim League, so Aiden Keeler, obviously. And then I have the Jeff Shire sports drink. It's filled with rocks, tough and gritty. I was given this by Cutco's own Zachary Duffy. I think a lot of parents have gotten a call from him. But yeah, it's an award for someone who works hard, just puts in the work day in and day out. There's only one person I can think of that deserves it. It's Luca Cicarone. He's at practice. Is he not? All right, whatever. I'll say some nice things. He's at practice every day. He works hard, and you know, he just puts everything he has into swimming. Of course, he deserves this. So. Hello. I would just like to first of all thank everybody for being here tonight, especially with all this COVID stuff going on. It means a lot that we got to be able to do this. I know, especially on behalf of all the seniors, it means a lot that we got to get together one last time as a team. So thank you for that. Speaking of COVID,
In a weird and somewhat ironic way, COVID is a great comparison to this team. Not necessarily COVID itself, but the times that we are going through dealing with COVID. A word that we all need to get ourselves through these tough times, and I think a lot of what we need to be doing right now is be resilient. And I could not think of a better word to describe this team over the past 4 years. Each team had its own way of overcoming adversity, and for that I want to thank you all. I wouldn't trade being a part of this team for the world. I owe so much to this team, and it's truly been an honor to be able to suit up with each and every one of you these past 4 years. To Jeff and Brandon, I'd like to thank you for all that you have done for me. Through these past 4 years on the high school team, you have been incredible role models in my life. I'd like to thank you for being the best coaches a kid like me could ask for. When I stepped on deck 4 years ago as a scrawny 14-year-old kid, I really had no idea what it was like to be a part of a family like this. Now, as I leave as a still scrawny 18-year-old man, yes, legally I am a man now, Jeff, I can say full-heartedly that you guys have left a profound impact on my life. To the other 6 seniors seated here tonight, I'd like to thank you as well. You guys are truly my best friends, and I can't thank you enough for all you've done for me. I know this year didn't end the way we wanted it to, but having gone through it with you guys made it easier. Having you guys push me both in and out of the pool has been a gift, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. I can't wait to see what you all do in the future, but knowing you, I know you will all impress everyone and do great things. Finally, to my parents and Megan, I can't thank you guys enough for all that you have done for me. Mom, thank you for waking up with us every morning. Dad, thanks for all the video breakdowns after every meet. And Meg, thank you for waking up most of the time with me and making sure that we both get to practice on time. Thank you all for the sacrifices you have made to get me to this point in my life. I could not say this louder. I love you all. Thank you again to everyone seated here tonight, both guys and girls. I have one award I'd like to give out. It was given to me by Nano Keeler, and it goes to the craziest kid on the team. And unfortunately, it's called the Biggest Nut Award. And I could not think of a better person to give this to than the life of the party himself, king of the dance moves, far and away the best dance moves I've ever seen, Luca Ciccarone. Kyle Pro, you're up next.
Hi everyone. In 7th grade, I was blessed to be on deck with Jeff and Brandon for my first UDAC practice, and Jeff threw me in a lane with the one and only Molly Braun. And it was an interesting experience because she did not stop talking to me. Every time we were on the wall together, just something was coming out of her mouth. It was a little annoying, but I'm very grateful that she would talk to me because I felt very welcome on deck, and that feeling of welcoming has never left me. Every time I'm on deck, I feel happy and I'm excited to swim. And so I would like to thank Jeff and Brandon for putting me in a lane with Molly and for making me the man who I am today. And I'd like to thank everybody sitting up here and my parents in the back for all your love and support over the years. And thank you, Molly, for being who you are. I have 2 awards to give out. I have the Taper Award, which goes to Connor Brennan, because you've been on Taper. Oh, he's not here? Nope. Oh, that's okay. I have the Big Belt Award, and this goes to Michael G. Rotowski, because he's a big dude. Thank you, everyone. Last up, Eric Mostello.
All right. Good evening, everyone. When I came into high school, I never really planned on swimming, and at the time, I'd only done summer swimming, and then one day I said, "Oh, I'll do high school swimming." So I joined UDAC in the fall of 2016 and made the high school team in the winter, and the rest is history. This had been one of the best decisions I've ever made, and throughout the years I've made so many great memories with the team that I know I'll never forget. 3 words that got me through swimming are self-discipline, character, and grit. And not only have these words helped me through swimming, but they'll continue to help me throughout life wherever I go. I know this past season wasn't really the way I planned on ending, but I'm very glad I got to swim my final race of Suburbans, and all I want to say is thank you to all my coaches, all my friends and family who helped me along on this crazy journey. Thank you.
As Jeff mentioned earlier, Matthew couldn't make it tonight because he's out in Cal, already being a big boy at college. But he actually did send in a speech, right? That's what this is? Okay.
It's the award.
It's the awards.
Oh, it's just the awards?
Yep.
Okay. Well, Matthew thanks you all. I guarantee that. Especially you, Mr. and Mrs. Jensen.
So I have some team awards to give out. I don't have any of them with me, but I made some illustrations, so you can see what I'm talking about. The first one I'm going to give out are the big shoes to fill. Now, these go to someone who has an older brother typically, who they have expectations to live up to, and so I got them because of my brothers, and I am giving them this year to Michael Giratowski. Is compared to a normal person.
He did draw a stick figure with shoes.
The next one we have is the CrossFit Award. I'm giving this to someone who came to as many CrossFits as they could and who wanted to be a CrossFit, who put in the work at CrossFit and benefited from it. I'm also giving this award to Michael Giratowski. As you can see. The next award I have is the Maple Manor Award. Now this goes to someone who is pureblood Maple Manor, who represents Maple Manor very well, and who I thought of instantly. This was an easy pick for me. So this award is going to Luca Chicarone. It's the Maple something like this. Yeah, there it is.
I thought the pictures were awesome.
So those are the three I have. But as a request from my dad, I am creating a new award, and it's going to be called the Where's Waldo, and it is not passed down from swimmer to swimmer. It is going to be passed down from swim dad to swim dad. Alright, so this is kind of what, it's a t-shirt, this is kind of what it looks like. And so my dad wore this to all the big meets over the past 10 or so years, and we've seen great success. And so he wanted to keep it alive, and so as his request, it is being passed down to Mr. Buff Keeler. Congratulations. I don't know the exact criteria of this award, so if you want to know more, you're going to have to ask him about it. And there you go. Congratulations, everybody.
Here's Obama talking to Andrew Marcus. Andrew, let me be clear. We gotta go faster, or I'm gonna launch the nuclear football. Anyone else, or should I just sit down?
Can I hear Allie Breslin?
No.
Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. We got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
straight glory. Let the vibe slide over me. This beat is a chemical. Beat is a chemical. When I leave, don't save my seat. I'll be back when it's all complete. The moment is medical. Moment is medical. Sipping on straight glory.
Turn your magic on. With me, she'd say everything you want to dream away. We are legends every day. That's what she told me. Turn your magic on. To me, she'd say everything you want to dream away. Under this pressure, under this weight. We are diamonds, and I feel my heart beating. I feel my heart underneath my skin. I feel my heart beating. You make me feel like I'm alive again.
Yeah, you can be the greatest, you can be the best. You can be the King Kong banging on your chest.
You could beat the world, you could beat the war. You could talk to God, go banging on his door.
You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
You could be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you go find yourself.
Standing in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And the world's gonna know your name. Cause you burn with the brightest flame. And the world's gonna know your name. And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. You can King Kong hanging on your chest.
You can beat the world, you can beat the war. You can talk to God, go banging on his door.
You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
You could be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you can find yourself.
Standing in the Hall of Fame.
I had a dream so big and loud. I jumped so high, I touched the clouds. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I stretched my hands out to the sky. We danced with monsters through the night. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I'm never gonna look back. Whoa, I'm never gonna give it up. No, please don't wake me now. This is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. This is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. This is gonna be the best day of my life. Everything is looking up, everybody up now. This is gonna be the best day of my life.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you.
If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh.
Stop, baby, but Indian chick at the car wash, working at the car wash, yeah. Come on and sing it with me, car wash. Sing it with the feeling now, car wash, yeah. Come some of the work gets kinda hard, and this ain't no place to be if you plan on being a star. Let me tell you, it's always cool, and the boss don't mind sometimes if you're at the pool, at the car wash. Whoa, 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 talking about the car wash. Sing it with feeling, y'all. Car wash, yeah.
These are days you remember.
got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance.
My name is Carrie, I'm so very fly, oh my, it's a little bit scary. Boys wanna marry, looking at my dairy. And you can stare, but if you touch it, I'm a berry. Pretty as a picture, sweeter than a swisher. Mad cause I'm cuter than the girl that's with you. I don't gotta talk about it, baby, you can see it. But if you won't, I'll be happy to repeat it. My name is Carrie, I'm so very fly, oh my, it's a little bit scary. Boys wanna marry, looking at my dairy. And you can stare, but if you touch it, I'm a berry. Pretty as a picture, sweeter than a swisher. Mad cause I'm cuter than the girl that's with you. I could talk about it cause I know that I'm pretty. And if you know it too, then ladies sing it with me. All eyes on me when I walk in. No question that this girl's a 10. Don't hate me cause I'm beautiful. Don't hate me cause I'm beautiful. My walk, my talk, the way I trip. It's not my fault, so please don't trip. Don't hate me cause I'm beautiful. Don't hate me cause I'm beautiful.
Don't stop the beat. I can't control my feet. People in the street. Come on, everybody, and move your feet. Don't stop the beat. I can't stop the beat. I won't stop the beat to go. Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke. Your love life's the way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you, 'cause you're there for me too.
Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday a better day despite the challenge. All you gotta do is leave it better than you found it. It's gonna get difficult to stand, but hold your balance. I just say whatever, cause there is no way you're around it. Everyone falls down sometimes, but you just gotta know it'll all be fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I've been working my whole life, and now it's do or die. I am invincible, unbreakable, unstoppable, unshakable. They knock me down, I get up again. I am the champion. You're gonna know my name. You can't hurt me now. I can't feel the pain. I was made for this. Yeah, I was born to win. I am the champion.
When some loud bragger tries to put me down and say his school is great, I tell him right away, now what's the matter, buddy? Ain't you heard of my school? It's #1 in the state.
Hey, hey, take it away. Get the ball and try
Your school now, just like you went to your girl. Be true to your school now, let your colors fly. Be true to your school.
Wherever you are tonight, whatever you're going through, grab a long neck bottle or a big old pint and let's all have a few. 'Cause we're all in this together. To me it's all so clear. Drinking ought to be a team effort. There is no I in beer.
I will remember you.
Will you remember me?
It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time.
It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right.
I hope you had the time of your